All right, welcome to the Bush. We're sitting here with Mercy of the Cards, subsidiary of Red Ring Society.
There you go.
The merciless KT Rogers.
The wild card, Ace Valeska. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I know it was a big word, but you got there.
Yeah, I stumbled over a little bit, but hey, it's not a professional thing here. And it's not about me, it's about you guys and highlighting you and putting a spotlight on what you do.
Of course. Yeah. And what, of course, do we do, my child?
We do what anybody else does, but better. We punch, we kick, we choke, we scratch, we bite, we claw, we fight till the very end until we are the only ones left standing.
And, of course, that is by any means necessary, whether you be big, small, strong, tall. Doesn't quite matter, because at the end of the day, the deck's been stacked against you the entire time. And fate was never in their hands.
No. As they say, the house always wins. But whether it's Lethal Lucha or Kappa Pro Wrestling,
GLWA, IWE.
At the end of the day, it's all our house now.
And you boys are just going to have to find somebody a little better to take us out. Which, by the way, impossible.
No, there is no better than the Mercy of the Cards. Never has been, never will be.
Of course. And let's get into it a little bit here. Ace Valeska, third generation superstar, the actual nephew of breathtaking Mike Idol, one half of BMI, one of the Midwest's best tag teams. But we're not here to talk about them.
No.
We're not here to talk about my formers. We're here to talk about the predecessors.
So we, kind of already know where you started wrestling. Where did you train, Ace?
I started with a man named CJ Otis out of Hook and Catch Wrestling Crew. Shifted off to Conrad Laux after the fact. And then after I was done there, BMI, Jamie Race, Mike Idol, picked me up. I met this fascinating creature. And it's been golden ever since.
So, you mentioned many companies you're working for. What is what am I trying to say here? What is probably your most intense company you're working for currently?
Oh, well, we did just have a match at Shogun last night, and honestly, the crowd was pretty hot there.
Yeah.
Definitely a return product, but if they pit us against each other again, I swear to God.
Yeah, I would say, however, I think the most intense company that we've worked for so far as match quality and things going on, would honestly have to be GLWA.
Yes, honestly, correct. Because that is, honestly, as surprising as it is, the only company where we actually are forced to be pitted against one another. And this young man has decided to try to bring out the nasty side of me.
Push each other, iron forges iron and makes us stronger.
It's all to make each other better at the end of the day. What we have to do to get there is irrelevant.
And speaking of irrelevancy, the tag division of the Midwest is soon to fall beneath our borders.
The tag division in the Midwest has been lacking for quite some time. I can only name a couple of the bigger tag teams on maybe one hand. So that's what we're here to do. We're not going to sit around and pretend that we want to stay around in the same couple of companies. No. There's a reason that we are found at so many different places. There's a reason why we started coming to Lethal Lucha. There's a reason why we started going to Super Shogun Wrestling. There's a reason why we started things in IWE. There is a reason why we've been spotted in PWK. There is a reason that we have had companies like MPW out in Indiana want the Mercy of the Cards. The reason that all of these different companies want us, the reason that we are able to widespread our network is because...
And if I may, UCW reached out. SCW's been barking up your chain just to get me.
At the end of the day, the tag team scene in the Midwest is lacking, but no more. Its saviors have arrived, and we promise to reinvigorate every division that we enter like it's never seen before.
They say you're ready for the tag team scene, and who's the dream match of tag teams that you want to meet?
Oh, I'm gonna let you. How about this? We'll do a top 3 list.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first, and then I'll do mine.
There's a certain team that recently just resurfaced out on the independents. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Joseph Sawyer and Samuel Shaw as a dream of mine, personally.
Well, that's one. Where's the other 2? Where's the other 2?
Oh, I thought you were going.
No, we were doing 3.
Well,
You
how-
were
Be polite. BMI is absolutely, I'm gonna have to be out there.
Absolutely.
That's family. It's blood. It's rest. It would be
Students trying to be better than the teachers?
not trying, succeeding,
Yeah.
but it would be one of the greatest matches the Midwest has ever seen. And third, I mean, we are Michiganders. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Motor City Machine Guns.
Big dreams, big matches. I go a little bit more on the island of not necessarily relevancy, but more localized. I'm thinking teams like, for example, again, BMI is actually on my list. It's up there. It's actually quite up there.
As they should.
That, however, is on my number 3.
Underrated team.
Very underrated
Yeah,
team.
exactly.
They're guys that brought me up, and like, they only do the couple of companies, so what? Who cares? They still are some of the best at what they do. They are the kings of punch, kick, and choke.
They are.
Now, BMI, obviously.
For sure.
Honestly, the cops. I would love to take on the Brothers Atlas just to see what type of fire we could bring out
Are
of
you
them.
really going to accomplish anything beating them, though?
I didn't say anything had to be accomplished. I just want to see what I can bring out of them.
It'd be therapeutic.
Yes, it's a stomping, it's a mauling, but on our end, it's just training day.
If I was to do a top 10 tag teams in Michigan, I think relevance, I mean, Dallas are kind of
On the low end, I understand. But like I said, I'm doing more localized in this.
Yeah.
And to finally end on that note, they actually are making a new re-debut. And you've mentioned them a lot so much, you've got them barking up my tree. I'm actually going to go for a 2-for-1 here. One's already being checked off, so I actually have to replace it anyway. We face the Den tonight.
Oh,
That's true. That's a good point.
Now, the other, those effing guys.
yeah.
You are so right.
I feel like the Leo brothers and the Mercy of the Cards go on a Red Ring Casino show, and we have one hell of a tag team bout.
Could be one of the greatest of the year, if you ask me.
I mean, yeah, you mean Den and those effing guys, Leo Brothers, are usually number 1 and 2 when people are arguing about who's the best tag team. Then you have like Triple Platinum, which is just below that. The Midwest Misfits.
The Red Ring Society is climbing its ranks surprisingly quickly.
This is true.
I think honestly, I'd place this right below BMI at this point,
For now.
for now.
Until you beat them.
We can't say definitively until we do, but when we do,
That ranking's gonna change.
and we'll keep climbing and climbing and climbing, taking out each and every one of those teams that we've named and beyond until we are the top of every food chain in the Midwest.
The only food chain in the Midwest.
See what you did there. That was cute. That was cute.
Good. I'm happy you like that.
So yeah, you're branching out all across Michigan, looking to get in Indiana, Ohio, and then beyond, which makes sense. I mean, no one wants to. Well, most people don't want to be like, oh, I want to be a local star in name little town here. I just want to wrestle in Detroit and call it good.
And no shame to those who do.
No, definitely not.
Each person wants to live their dream
Everyone
how
has
they
their
want
own different things going on in their life. Some people can't travel to Florida to wrestle, while others, yeah.
We just happen to think a little bigger than that. That's okay.
to. And that's fine. And me being me, I've been doing this for a little close to over 10 years now. I have somebody who's barely a year in this business who has taken on every single bit of information and advice he's been given, not just by me, but by everyone he's encountered and applied it. This makes him one of the best students of the freaking game. And I don't think you quite understand the mindset that comes out of this man when he's set side by side with someone like me.
It's dangerous.
He's brains. Believe it or not, I'm the brawn. Because ain't nobody hits like me.
I'm the man with the plan, and he's the man who executes it. I'm the man who crafts the weapon.
I am the weapon.
So yeah, I mean, you, Ace, you definitely have an advantage a lot of people don't, is you have a close-knit people you're learning from, and you ever think, you ever appreciate that? Think about, my God, I'm so lucky.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people, I mean, they come out of wrestling school and that's that. They got to figure it out for themselves. You have people who are guiding you basically probably from the day you came out.
Yeah. It really is the luck of the draw for me. I managed to have a good supply of people that I could turn to, I could talk to, I could use to elevate myself while also elevating them. I mean, truthfully, I think I may be one of the luckiest professional wrestlers in the world outside the ring. Inside the ring, that ain't luck.
That's on you. Yeah,
That's just
totally
talent.
on you, for sure.
Now, as far as your teammates go, again, I'm older, I've been around longer. That means when it's time for me to go, I don't necessarily leave behind anything, but my precious baby boy carries on my legacy. So, with that in mind, the tag team scene better look out. Because for some damn reason, he decides to drag another 10 years out of me.
This man may have thought about calling it quits at one point, but with Mercy of the cards in play, that isn't happening anytime soon.
Nope.
Not only will I not let it happen, but at this point, that's no longer on his mind. The only thing that's on his mind now is dominating the Midwest, is then moving on and dominating the entirety of the United States of America, then maybe all of North America. Hell, maybe we'll just dominate the world. At this point, anything's possible.
And what he means by that is there's actually a bit of truth in that. I almost did hang up my boots in September of this past year. And that was because of the loss of a specific Michigan wrestling icon. We're in the middle of a fucking push.
How could you say that?
And this is how it goes.
You and your brother are on his top
Yeah.
3 list of
Yeah.
teams he would like to face. I hope
And this is how you treat me?
So now we have to kick your ass.
Sam Atlas, everybody.
He said that you're irrelevant, by the way.
I did not.
He
I
definitely
just
did.
said in the top 3, there's
Okay,
somewhere
well-
way below that.
He said in the top 10, you guys are like 15. So,
That I won't lie about.
I don't know. You might want to take that up with him. Maybe
Number
arrest
2
him.
on my list, though, for people I want to face.
Anyways,
Either way, as I was saying, where was that?
I don't know. That's that same Atlas.
Mongo.
Everything.
Mongo, yes, thank you. Yeah, I was actually really close to
Okay,
hanging
yeah.
up the boots. Surprisingly, very close to hanging up the boots because I was one of the first people that got that call. Mongo was one of my best friends. I had known him basically my entire career.
Michigan Monster.
The Michigan-made Monster Mongo. Anywhere we went, people would recognize us as literally a unit. It was Mongo and Mini Mongo because we looked that similarly apart and we acted exactly the fucking same. There was basically night and day difference. We were separated in birth by 12 years and a day. I was born on the 5th of April. He was born on the 4th.
Yeah, that was definitely a big blow to Michigan for sure when that happened. What would you say his importance was to the Michigan wrestling independent scene?
He
I
helped.
know he helped Robert Brown establish Chaos.
He helped a little bit more than Robert Brown establish
Yeah.
Chaos. He did so much for the independent scene in wrestling. When he first started at UWE, where he originally had his roots, he was a part of a team with John Campbell and IWE, the Canadian Hit Squad. He broke his spine, took 10 years off, came back, and became the Monster. I think that's something that went unrecognized for years.
Yeah, definitely.
And most people don't even realize that that was Jean-Paul Levesque. Mongo was Jean-Paul Levesque from the Canadian Hit Squad. Gentleman John Campbell is the Creature Feature. Those two men were very close as well. So when that happened, and I had that moment with John of they never got that reconciliation, honestly, I talked to Chad's family. I was like, hey, this never quite happened, and I can tell it would probably eat at him if what's going on with this. And Mongo's mom, being Mama Mongo, looked at me and she went, he wouldn't be mad at him. He would have forgiven him. They would have made up. I'm just upset that they never got that opportunity, and I'm a little miffed about the entire situation. Coming up on a year. Soon. Very soon. Within the next month or two. And
It's September.
yeah, September 10th. So that's going to be rough for a lot of people, myself included. But again, he's helped out with Chaos. He's helped John Campbell in IWE a handful of times. He was a UWE champion for a multi-time UWE champion, a tag team champion at some point in time. He knocked a lot of big boxes off that he wanted to in his career. And it was more, for him, it was more about making the guys that he was in the ring with look like $1 million. Yeah, at the end of the day, Mongo's a monster. He only has to hit you with 5 moves and you're done.
Yeah.
But that was his whole point, was he's going to make you look like $1 million in that ring. And I'm mad that I never got the opportunity to face my friend.
So going forward, maybe you guys want to establish yourselves. I wrote about it in Canada.
Yeah. Honestly, I would love to take up like Canadian. I just got to redo my passport.
Same here. As soon as we get that situated, we will by all means take it.
Do you really need a passport to work?
Yeah.
Yep, you got in order to travel across the
Never mind,
border.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I mean, if you have an enhanced ID, you can still travel across the border. But
No, that's true.
Might be different if you're
Yep.
working.
Yep, if we're working, we're going to need passports.
Yeah.
But
Might take a little time, but
we'll get there.
yeah,
But other than that, I think we have a match to look forward to today.
we definitely do. Mercy of the Cards versus The Den is going to tear the house down tonight at Lethal Lucha Slamapalooza.
I'm still mad at you for that open challenge BS. Because they answered, then I'm still really excited about this.
Listen, it's The Den. You would have thought they would have had a match on the card by now.
That's true.
What was your game plan then? You call them out and then they have a match and be like, well, they couldn't answer anyways.
No, we didn't call anyone out.
Specifically, we just said we want a challenge because we were a little miffed that we were left off the card.
Definitely going to be a challenge
We-
for sure.
I said that I was a little miffed, admittedly.
Maybe you got to talk to the kid about being a little more patient.
Yeah, about waiting to cut our promos. He kind of jumped the gun on that.
We only had a week. What did you want me to do?
You could have called me.
You were at a festival.
All right.
Exactly.
July is my off month,
Exactly.
and yet somehow his ass managed to talk me into 2 bookings. Yesterday and today.
I'm just that charming.
And his face is that punchable.
Well, that's a part of the charm.
Apparently someone thought so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was my skull.
Not intentional,
No.
but don't worry. We'll get our revenge because that was Caesar Asher of the Den. So we'll get our revenge tonight. We'll be fine.
You gonna drop me on my head? I'm gonna drop you. Simple as that. But all realities, Brian, is there anything else that you have for us today?
I think that pretty much covers it out right now. Definitely look forward to future revisiting with you guys and see just as a progress of how you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, KT was a part of the previous project I was with. I
Yep.
appreciate having you on again.
Of course.
Bringing Ace in.
Of course. Anywhere I go, unfortunately, but very fortunately at this point in time.
Unfortunately,
No.
Depends on the day.
My kid's with me, and at this point, I honestly couldn't have asked for a better partner at this stage of my career, especially being where I was in my mindset.
Yeah.
Because I've run through a gaggle of partners too. We've got Draven Michaels, Jay Scott. I've been on the off with Never Say Die before. Like it's I've been through the ringer for tag teams, just
Hell.
randomized.
You even worked alongside Breathtaking Mike Idol.
Yeah,
back at
even-
PWK,
yep.
which was when we met.
Yep, that is very true. Over a year to the day now. I first met him at a PWK show, actually, with Mike Idol. Because the first thing Mike does, he texts me and he goes, "Hey, so my nephew's coming with us. I hope you don't mind." And I went, "Well, I guess I don't have a say in the matter, but okay, at least
If
he's
you're
chipping in."
driving, I can't mind.
No. Is he what, gas? He was like, "Yeah, why wouldn't he?" Good.
Yeah, I'm going with.
He came with us. He managed us in that match. We went out as the Motor City Motor Mouths.
Michigan, or
They mispronounced the tag name.
Did they?
Yes, it was supposed to be
Isn't
the Motor
it
City
always
Mouths.
something when you like ready to, and they play the wrong music or they mispronounce your name? It's like, well, I'm doing this anyway. So
Yep.
I know whoever you just said.
Yep, that's exactly how it goes sometimes.
my first ever match, I was announced as Ace V because the guy didn't bother to ask what
He's
the
like,
hell my
I'm
name
not
was.
looking at that fucking last name. He's V.
Exactly. Oh, we could say fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, I said fuck earlier.
I didn't. You say fuck a
No.
lot. I
Oh,
didn't
that's true.
notice that.
We're well within the 30 seconds, so.
Oh, YouTube laws. They don't make any sense.
No, they don't. Anyways, so in that regard, as you were saying,
What was I saying?
the fact that we, besides the fact that we can say fuck,
Ace V.
Ace V,
Yeah, there's the Ace V thing. I mean,
I've been.
PWK. I had to remind them like 3 times just so they got
That'd
it.
be Ryan Anderson.
Yep.
Yep. On top of that, we have myself. The very first match I ever was in against anyone. Poor Oscar. I love Oscar Donaldson for the life of me. You know Drew.
Yes.
When KJ Reynolds is somebody on the independent circuit, he
Yeah.
got the KT right,
Uh-huh.
but he said Reynolds instead of Rogers, and was immediately corrected by my ex-wife. Immediately corrected by her.
He also used to get called KJ a lot.
Yeah.
That one. pissed him
KJ is
off.
more common than KT, but I mean, if you have it right in front of your face,
Yeah.
there's
How do you
no-
mess it up? Right. But the thing is,
LB Michaels.
and see, the thing is with Oscar though, like he's been doing that for almost 15 years, so he's got it down to pat where he can just paper. Okay, cool. That was the one time in his career where he spaced, and he felt so bad about it that even though I was scheduled as a babyface, I still kept the babyface thing. There was a small part of me that really wanted to turn heel in that moment and just kind of eat him alive for a second.
My
Like,
name
it is
is-
Rogers.
You wanted to be your true
Say
self,
it,
and you could.
say it.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I even thought I was going to bite his head off when I came through the curtain. Like, no, I'm not like that, brother.
Don't lie.
I'm not like that back then.
Well, you probably ate before then. If this man doesn't eat, everyone's dying. I have to make sure this man eats. Because if he doesn't, for even half a second off of his schedule, someone's losing a hand. You were fed.
When?
You will be fed.
Good.
Soon?
Soon.
Soon. You're supposed to feed yourself.
Food.
This is what I deal with. This is what I ride with every weekend, multiple times a weekend. Sometimes weekdays. Just depends.
Yeah. We've got a lot more that we have to shoot. There's plenty of projects from our end coming out from the Red Ring Society alone. Even as far as our little rivalry goes, there's going to be a fun vignette for that coming out for GLWA.
I'm excited for that.
That is going to be beautiful.
I am going to be in a lot of pain.
Yes.
But so is he, so it's fine.
Yeah, speaking of GLWA, what do you think of the taking summer off?
Okay, so
Yeah.
He does have some thoughts.
I have some thoughts too.
I'm hot about it, but I understand why they had to do it. The reason I'm hot about it is because literally the next show was supposed to be that payoff match for us. So now we have to make up for all these vignettes all the way up until October.
Yeah.
Because they're doing August and September off.
Yes. At the very least, with the whole vibe, it's very spooky anyway. So
Yeah, and it's understandable.
Halloween time works out.
Yeah, so I'm not really that upset about it. But at the same time, I've had a month off. I've been itching, clawing, scratching to get back in the ring
It definitely would be different compared to like IWE. You know, they're every
every month,
Yes.
which is
and
a little
you
more.
can plan for
Yes.
that. When it's suddenly, we're taking the summer off, see in October, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, wait a minute.
But what about my plane?
Yeah, it's like bittersweet.
Yeah.
It is understandable though. I totally get it. It's hard to continue running a show every single month like that, and they've been doing it for a very long time.
Very long time.
And admittedly, that arena does get very, very hot in the summer. So
It does. So I
with them moving to the future to taking the summer off instead of just taking a couple months like short notice, that's it's going to be a lot better for the promotion as far as the
absolutely.
It's going
wrestlers,
to
the
be better
bookers,
for the audience, too.
Yeah,
Yes.
audience too, because they're not gonna have to hotbox themselves together.
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean,
Start
some of
giving
those
them
crowds, it's like they're sitting shoulder to shoulder.
Yep.
It's like, I don't want to like this at all
Yeah,
in the
no.
summer.
Everybody just stands up at that point.
Yep.
Might as well.
Hot.
Yeah.
Damn.
That building.
That building.
Good. Anything else?
I think that covers about everything.
I think we've done it.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you guys. And we'll definitely talk again in the future.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Thank you.
Always.
And that was the push.